It is that time of the year again, guys, that Samsung releases its flagship lineup for the rest of the year, and that is exactly what we are going to be talking about today. Today with us in the studio, we have the brand new Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, and I'm super excited for it. So today's video is going to be about my impressions after using it for around 7 or 8 days. I will tell you guys what's new about it, what's there to be excited about, and whether initially you should upgrade from the S23 series or not. So guys, without wasting time, let's get started. Alright, so this is the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra in all its glory, and the first thing to talk about is obviously the thing that stands out the most, and that is the design. Now, if you take a quick look at it, you will say that the design has not really changed from the S23 Ultra series, and you will be right, but there are a few changes here and there that you need to note on. First up, Samsung has started using titanium, which is not only a more durable metal but also a lighter metal, and it also feels really solid and very nice. The sides are now completely matte finished, meaning that there are no fingerprints, and the back glass also does not attract any fingerprints. The color that I have here is called the titanium gray color, and yes, I know what you guys are thinking. It looks extremely similar to Apple's own titanium finish, and whether they were inspired by Apple or not is a separate thing altogether. The good thing is that we are upgrading to more durable materials, and even the natural titanium color on the iPhone looks pretty similar to the titanium gray on the S24 Ultra. But that aside, this is a great new material to start using, and I hope that more flagships will start using titanium as the years go on. Now, the other change in design that I was super impressed by, and something that I actually prefer now, is the completely flat display. So as you know, the S23 Ultra and even the S20 Ultra series always had a slightly curved display to give a more futuristic sort of a look, but that always had a big problem, especially for me, and that was that it was very difficult to find a tempered glass protected or a good quality screen guard for that curved display. Now that problem is gone because the display is completely flat, and I actually prefer this, even though I agree that the curve looks slightly better than this on. But another thing that has helped Samsung with this is the fact that now the bases are completely symmetrical and also smaller in size. So the bottom chain that we had in S23 Ultra has now completely gone, and you get this beautiful symmetrical beauty of display, which is absolutely nice to look at. The brightness has also gone up to 2600 nits, a peak brightness, and of course it's still a Quad HD panel that dynamically goes up to 120 Hz, and overall that display quality has been absolutely amazing in my testing so far. Now we all know about the display, and we all know about the new build. So another cool thing that I would like to highlight that is different this time, and that is of course the new cameras themselves. Now obviously I never had a lot of time to test the cameras out with, but here are a few samples for you to check out, and I have to say that this phone has a new telephoto lens, which is 5x instead of the 10x that was in S23. But don't worry, that's actually not a bad thing like most of us were thinking it would be, because it felt like a downgrade. But the thing is, this 5x is actually a 50 megapixel sensor, meaning that when you captured if a 5x to its snapshot, the details are very nice, but even when you zoom and all the way to 10x, you actually get a pretty nice high resolution readout from that as well. So you are not basically sacrificing anything and unlocking a new focal length 5x, which was missing in the previous S24 Ultra and the previous phone from that. So of course you are still getting, the same 200 megapixel primary sensor. You're also getting a 3x optical like the S23, and now you have a new 5x optical, and of course you can also zoom into 100x, so that has still remained. Another cool thing that I noticed was the fact that you can record 4K 120 FPS video, which honestly is a huge deal if you're a professional or you use your phone video cameras a lot to capture a lot of video. It unlocks a completely new dynamic for creating slow motion content, which is super high risk. So I think that is a nice change that a lot of people might have missed out on, and the photos in themselves look good because the software optimization is also beautiful. The phone is running on UI 6.1, obviously running on Android 14. And another cool thing that what I have you talking about the software, Samsung is actually promised 7 years of updates this time around, which puts them right up there with the Apple iPhones as well as the Google Pixel of the recent days. And I think that will really help this phone be future proof. And of course, obviously it's the 5G phone. You have got tons of 5G and separately you won't have any problems when it comes to cost. And now the Android update will also probably help hold its of the resale value because it will actually end up getting updates even longer. The elephant in the room, guys, and the last thing that I would like to talk about is obviously the new processor in this, which is the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy as well. We know that is the latest and greatest from the guys over the Snapdragon makes this probably one of the most powerful phones right now in the market. And of course, with Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 comes a whole host of AI features that you guys should not miss out on. Trust me when I say this, a couple of cool features that Samsung has brought in this phone with partnership with Google makes it's obviously incredible. The first thing is circle, such as click and hold at the bottom part of your screen no matter where you are, and you can actually circle a part of the image that you want to look up online, and that part will be searched as a Google search with the picture search module. It is absolutely incredible. It's not that futuristic when you think about it. We have always had this option to search images on Google, but that fact that it's also seamless now. You can just search of anything. Also, along with that, we get live call translate that does separate English, Korean, Spanish, French, Hindi, and so one languages. So you can live translate calls, so where you can speak in your native languages, let's say Spanish, and the other person will speak in their native language, and the AI is going to translate it live while you are on call breaking language barriers. I think it's a really cool. Of course, it's still very elementary, so it gets a few things wrong and here and there, but it will improve with time, and even right now it's pretty usable, something to keep in mind. And of course, because of the Google's partnerships with AI, you get to see a lot of photo editing stuff that we saw in the previous Pixel 8 series. So whether it's erasing things out of your image or moving things around, it works really well right on the Gallery app, and it actually is more seamless and gives you more freedom than the Pixel on and did. But because we tested out that in the past as well, and this actually gives you a lot of more freedom. Another cool thing I like about it is that you can make all your changes at once and then generate an image instead of the Pixel where you had to change or generate an image with every single change that you make. So I think it's definitely more seamless and it happens a lot more smoothly. I'm having an absolute blast using this phone. The speakers are great, the display is fantastic, and of course the S Pen has always been smooth, something that has unlocked a new level of productivity. So whether that is digging quick screenshots or signing documents on the go, it makes this phone a high-powered productivity machine. If you want, of course, I have a lot more videos planned along with a dedicated camera test and a comparison with the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Be patient and I will be back very soon with those videos. So that's all for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please make sure to drop a like, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with your tech enthusiasts, friends, and family. And guys, let me know if you were really excited about Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra or not. See you very soon in the next video. Till then, stay tuned. Bye-bye.